81, Lakers 29, 8:03 to go second quarter. I'm John Ireland along with Michael Thompson. The third chair on ESPN is brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings, Wings Beer Sports. And it's our pleasure to welcome the guy who literally, Michael, wrote the book of basketball, Bill Simmons from ESPN. Thanks for doing this. How are you?
And I'm still bitter that Michael jumped over Michael Parrish's back in Game 4. It was a foul.
Yeah, that was
Admit it was a foul,
It
right?
was a foul. It was a subtle foul. I gave him a little extra nudge. You're right about that, Bill.
Magic won't admit it was a foul. Even 26 years later, he won't admit it.
Yeah, I pushed him a little bit. But, hey, that's what you're supposed to do. By the way, was that you giving the Lakers the business sitting by the tunnel? Was that you?
No. Hey, you know what? Oh, Michael Cooper when they carried him out?
Yeah. Was that you?
You know what? I was 15. I was so awkward. I don't know what I was doing.
For those of you who don't know.
You pointed at him with a finger. That wasn't the right finger.
But he was a Celtic season ticket holder.
I actually felt bad for him, if I remember. I don't think I was old enough to talk crap yet.
Yeah. Bill grew up in Boston.
Yes.
He used to be known as the Boston sports guy, and then he kind of went global and now lives here in Los Angeles where he runs Grantland.com and works on the ESPN ABC shoot-around show. And he's nice enough to take 5 minutes with us. Here's Gasol, top of the key. Earl Clark, 20-footer from the right side, no good. Rebound, Ray Allen. It's Morris, Duhon, Gasol, Clark, and Howard for the Lakers. Here's Bosch down the middle, bowls over Duhon, and gets called for a charge.
Did you guys notice Bosch had a 0-0-0 going at like the 10-minute mark of the second quarter? It was in play.
Tough to do for a guy who makes $15 million a year.
Wow.
The ball's inbounded to Darius Morris in the backcourt. 31-29 Heat, 7:45 to go in the second quarter. Gasol top of the key. Guarded by Battier. Give it back to Darius, right side, dribbling. Morris way out by half court. Down low to Gasol. Gasol tried to alley-oop it to Howard, and Bosch broke up the alley-oop. So neither team can score.
I said this team needed to have 12 turnovers or less. Bill, they're already at 12 turnovers.
Miami's ratcheted up the defense after that Utah game.
Yeah, 2 nights in a row. Here's Norris Cole going up against Howard, and Howard made him miss. Dwight came over and made him adjust his shot, and he threw up a circus layup that didn't go in. Kobe and Nash will be in when it's dead. 7:10 to go, second quarter. Left side, Duhon's got it. Duhon tries to go down low to Howard. Howard down to Gasol. Gasol powers it up inside point. He missed a one-footer. Maybe less than 1 foot.
He didn't get his legs under him. He should have just gathered himself.
Here comes Dwayne Wade. Gets Morris into the air. Foul count if it goes. It does not go, and Dwayne will go to the line to shoot 2.
You know, Hal is like a rhythm low post guy. Mikhail was like that. Like, you can't just have him 25 feet in the basket and then once every 10 minutes run a low post play for him. I just don't think he's that kind of guy. He loves getting the ball over and over again and figuring out what to do.
Exactly, and they should feature him when he's playing against a bigger, smaller guy like Shane Battier. Let Dwight go to the opposite end and get the rebound.
Dwayne Wade going to the line. Bill, when you used to go to games, and Michael, you used to play in them, those old Lakers-Celtics games, there were as many as 8 Hall of Famers on the court at one time. How many are we looking at tonight? There's 6 that are locked. It would be Ray Allen, LeBron, and Wade for the Heat, Kobe, Nash, and Howard for the Lakers. Is Gasol a lock for the international element? Probably.
I think Gasol needs, I would say, 2 more years at a relatively elite level. Yeah, I do.
Arvydas Sabonis made it, and he was mostly put in for international contribution.
So you're saying like the Olympics would push it over the top?
Yeah, well, there's international guys in the Hall of Fame who aren't
I thought he was the best player in the 2010 finals. So for that alone, I think
remember, it's not the NBA Hall of Fame, it's the Basketball Hall of Fame.
I would vote for him. I never understand. Like, Bernard King's not in the Hall of Fame, so I don't understand a lot of the stuff that happens with it.
Both free throws good by Wade. Here come the Lakers back the other way up. Heat up 33-29. Here's Norris Cole checking Nash, and that's a foul. So we're looking at least 6, maybe 8 if you add Bosch. Is Bosch in the discussion?
No. What about Zachary?
I think eventually, yes, he will be there.
As a Hall of Fame fourth man.
As a rule, only John Stockton from Gonzaga can get into the Hall. They're limited to 1. Ball inbounded to Dwight Howard. Give it to Nash, left side. Nash down low to Kobe, who has Norris Cole posted up. I'd bet my house he shoots this. Turn, 15-footer, no good. Bosch grabs it out of the air. They outlet the ball to Wade. Wade driving down the middle all the way, tried to kick it outside, and they call a foul. There were one of about 4 Lakers over there. I think they're going to call it on Kobe.
Bill Simmons, I said today, John Ireland asked me in the pregame talk if LeBron James is the greatest athlete we've ever seen in the NBA. I think he is. I think he's the greatest athlete we've ever had in the NBA. What do you think? Can you think of someone better? Maybe Wilt Chamberlain?
Everyone raves about Wilt. I'm not old enough to remember what Wilt was like early Wilt, but LeBron's the best athlete I've ever seen in the NBA.
Me too.
I've been alive.
Here's Wade. He's sitting on the floor, and Kobe goes down and ties him up. Dwayne slipped, fell on the floor, and Kobe was the only one who was smart enough to run over there and tie him up, so it'll be a jump between Kobe and Wade.
I'll tell you, though, one guy that I always think was underrated in that discussion, young David Robinson was amazing.
Yeah.
Like, just like 7 foot, glide down the floor, could do everything. I've never seen a big man move like that.
Well, you know who could do that was a young, in-shape, 300-pound Shaquille O'Neal.
Yes. On the Orlando Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, the 2000 Shaquille O'Neal when he was with the Lakers. Oh, that was scary how athletic he was.
That's when you were ready to leave the league, right?
Oh, thank God I was out of the league long before that.
Here's the tip. Kobe tips it to Howard. Dwight's got to run to save it, and he does. Hands it to Nash. Lakers down 4. 6:10 to go, second quarter. 33-29 Heat. Nash dribbles between his legs against Chalmers, still dribbling right. Top of the key, Kobe thinks about a three, puts it on the floor, drives inside, hook pass to Howard. He dropped it. It's off onto Howard's foot, out of bounds.
Another turnover, 13.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to get away with this. Not the way the Heat's playing defense. Still, are the Heat still the team to beat this year, in your opinion?
In the East, but I think Oklahoma City is the team to beat.
I just said they're the best team I've seen in person this year.
The Durant Westbrook combo is the best thing anybody has going right now, and also they're blowing teams out night after night now.
Timeout on the floor, 5:51 to go, 33-29 Lakers gives us a chance, or 33-29 Heat gives us a chance to visit with Bill Simmons.
I want to ask you guys.
Yeah.
Because you're watching Dwight every night. This is the second time I've seen him in person. He just doesn't look the same to me physically. He's still getting most of his stats. He still seems, it's not like he seems washed up or anything, but athletically, like we talk about LeBron, like he's so breathtaking in person, peak of his powers. Dwight used to be on that level, and I don't feel like he is when I watch him now.
When we watched him last year, and Michael, you can weigh in on this, if a guy would drive to the lane, Dwight would block his first shot. Then one of the other teammates would get the ball, and Dwight would block the second shot, sometimes the third.
And then he'd go. He'd run down the floor.
Now, he only gets the first one, and he doesn't run. Would that be fair?
You know, I know what you guys are saying, but I don't see any kind of slippage in his athleticism. I mean, he's still changing shots, blocking shots. You got to remember, even when he was in Orlando, he was never the polished post player like Hakeem Olajuwon or Patrick Ewing. He was kind of raw with his post move, and he would get by on his athleticism, just put back dunks and that kind of stuff. So I still see him doing the same thing here. It's just that he's not as featured as he was in Orlando. But I mean, I still see him leaping up and blocking shots, Bill.
I guess the thing, like I watched somebody like Ibaka, and Ibaka looks like he's on a pogo stick.
Right, and
he's like,
every
jump, quick jump, he's back up. Dwight seems like he has to bend his knees before he jumps. He's up, he comes down, and then he's going. It's just not the same. And I don't know whether he's playing himself back into shape. And I know it's too early. Everybody's saying that, right?
If you're a Laker fan.
Maybe like February for him, maybe?
But, I mean, you work with Magic. Magic's pretty much given up on the Lakers already, right? He thinks that they're not a factor.
Well, you talk him down, Bill Simmons, please.
Well, I think he thinks they need to make a trade because they're too big, but they have a coach that doesn't want to pound the ball down low, and it's these two separate things that don't make sense. Like if you're going to put Gasol 25 feet from the basket, which we're seeing again tonight, then why even have him? Why not trade him for 2 shooters?
Doesn't it make sense since Josh Smith is feuding in Atlanta with his coach to switch power for Josh Smith if you want to get a little bit more athleticism for both teams? If I
was anybody, I would trade for Powell because I've said this on the air. Like I went to the Olympics in August. We were double teaming Powell in the gold medal game. We couldn't stop him.
Right.
We had our best players. He can still do it if you feature the offense around him. I just think he's on the wrong team. I don't think they're using him right.
And by the way, just a shameless plug for Bill. You have to listen to the BS Report podcast. It literally gets me through every workout that I have. And my favorite is when you bring your friend Kevin Wildes in and do your half-baked ideas.
Yeah.
It's a can't-miss podcast. But one of the things on the last one you did, I was shocked. Because I know you are a lifelong Celtics fan. To hear you say, Wildes pitched the idea of a 24-hour pizza channel, which I think was spectacular.
Yeah.
And you said, I'm not a Laker fan, but I actually like the Laker channel.
It's a good channel. It's very well done.
You, Bill Simmons, watch the Laker channel? I'm on Cable Sports Net?
You know why? Because they show the classic games from time to time. I like to torture myself with Game 4
with Michael.
87.
Yeah.
I don't think people realize Michael was the difference in that series.
Really? Well, Larry Bird did. Remember what Larry Bird said when the Lakers made the trade?
You could guard McHale. I know McHale had a broken foot that series, but you knew all his moves because you played with him in college.
Exactly. Back to live action. Here's Bosch. 22-footer straightaway, needs to bounce. Didn't get it, and Howard grabs the rebound. Dwight's got 5 rebounds so far tonight. Here's Nash into the front court. 33-29 Miami. 5:35 to go in the quarters. Here's Kobe. Right side, 22-footer good. He caught that and finished in rhythm. 33-31 Heat.
So Kobe has 4 points. How many does he end up with?
Tonight, 25.
Yeah, he'll get 30. Between 25 and 30.
I'm going to say 30.
Second half is when he shows up. Here is Joel Anthony. Give it left side. Chris Bosh guarded by Jamison. Top of the key, LeBron wide open for a 20-footer, but he missed it. And Antoine Jamison grabs the rebound. Kobe into the front court, guarded by Dwayne Wade. Kobe backs Wade down. He's 20 feet away right side, dribbles left to the elbow. Tried to pass it to Howard, and they call a loose ball foul on Anthony down underneath the hoop. So you think that Oklahoma City is clearly better than the Clippers, Bill Simmons?
No, not clearly. I would just pick them. I think Oklahoma City and the Clippers are the two teams that have jumped out. But, you know, we do this every year. It's a marathon, not a sprint. It's January, and teams have a tendency to gel. Miami might be gelling right now. I mean, they're playing better defense in these last two games than we've seen from them all season. So it's too early, but I just love the way Durant's playing. Durant has the look
right here. And Durant and Westbrook.
Yeah,
here's both White with the ball. Bounce pass to Kobe. Kobe
yeah.
guarded by Ray Allen behind the three-point line. Kobe takes a two-pointer and shoots an air ball. Grabbed by Jamison. He scores and is fouled. The Lakers are lucky. Kobe shot an air ball. It happened to land in Jamison's hands, and he was smart enough to put it up and in, and he'll go to the free throw line with a chance to give the Lakers the lead.
After all these turnovers, 13 points, they still have a chance to take the lead here in this first half.
Yeah, I'm watching this game. I feel like Miami's up 15.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
It's hot. Every shot they've had is a dunk.
Well, you got to hope that Miami remains cold from the field, because other than dunks, they just can't get their jumpers to fall.
Bill, I've been trying to make an argument that Jamal Crawford of the Clippers should get all-star consideration. I'm kind of stealing my argument from Chris Paul. But if you were to buy my theory, you would have to sit Steph Curry and or Tony Parker. Can you do that?
No, I can't sit Tony Parker. That's
right.
not happening.
What about Curry?
I wouldn't say. How many Warriors are going to make the team?
Maybe David
Lee makes.
Maybe.
Here come the Lakers back the other way. The Heat missed a layup. It's 34-33 Lakers after Jamison made the free throw. By the way, the starters were announced for the All-Star game today. We'll give them to you in a second. Jamison for three. He's fouled, and he's going to shoot 3 free throws. That was a mistake by Battier, who ran right at him and hit him, giving Jamison 3 shots.
Well, Mike Krzyzewski won't be proud of that defensive play.
I don't think Jamal's an all-star for 2 reasons. One, I just think he's in the perfect situation. They just want him to come in and shoot. He doesn't play any defense. They hide him on whoever the worst offensive player is.
And he plays against the other team's second unit.
He's in a great situation. I wouldn't put him on the offensive.
Free throw by Jamison, no good.
Too excited.
The All-Star starters, by the way, in the West, 2 Lakers, 2 Clippers, and Kevin Durant. Chris Paul and Kobe are the guards. Dwight Howard's the center. Durant and Blake Griffin are the forwards.
I'm actually okay with that. I mean, Marc Gasol would have as the center over Dwight, but I like the other 4.
In the East, 2 Celtics, Rajon Rondo and Kevin Garnett, 2 members of the Heat, Dwayne Wade and LeBron James, and Carmelo Anthony from the Knicks.
And Pierce is playing better than any Celtic, and I wouldn't.
Are your Celtics going to turn it around?
Yeah, it depends on Rondo, who's really had a weird season.
Wow, Jamison made 1 of 3 free throws.
Rondo's
35-33 Lakers.
Rondo's been really disappointing this year. Made all this think about how it's going to be his team this year, and then he's been up and down.
Here's LeBron dribbling top of the key. LeBron with a wide-open three-pointer decides not to take it. Dribbles left instead. Sizes up to Dwight Howard. LeBron's still dribbling. Runs out of room, makes a beautiful pass to Bosh, who hits a 15-footer straight away. That was all set up by LeBron, who whipped a bounce pass to Bosh to tie the game at 35. Here's Steve Nash dribbling. Top of the key. Nash whips it to Kobe left side. Kobe now dribbles. Nowhere to go. He tried to throw it to Dwight. Dwight thought he was going to shoot it and turned around to get a rebound, and Kobe turned it over. The Lakers' 14th turnover. Here's LeBron down the middle. Wow, a running 3-footer. Just a beautiful shot on the run to give the Heat a 2-point lead. Here's Nash
16
to Kobe. 15-foot follow-away. In and out. Heartbreak. Give it to Chalmers. Ahead to LeBron. LeBron 1-on-3. Bounce pass to Ray Allen. Ray goes to the rim. Kick it to a wide-open Bosh for a 10-footer good. And Lakers need a timeout. And Mike D'Antoni's going to call it 20. 20-second timeout for the Lakers. 39-35. So, Bill, end of the day, do the Lakers make the playoffs? And if so, do they make any noise?
A week ago, I would have said no. And then Houston 5-game losing streak out of nowhere. They needed help from Houston or Portland because realistically, can they get to 44 wins, something like that?
Right. May even be 42 that gets you in for that 8th spot.
Right. And so they needed Portland and Houston to come back to the pack. Portland's playing 5 guys 43 minutes a night. One of them's going to get hurt.
And Damian Lillard's going to hit a wall. He's never played more than 30 games in a year.
I don't think it's unrealistic, but, the thing people keep forgetting about the Lakers is Kobe's been playing crazy minutes. Year 17, he's playing 40 minutes a night.
And now they're assigning him to play defense on the other team's best perimeter player.
I really worry about, if I'm a Laker fan, I'm worried about can Kobe hold up for 6 straight months with all they're asking from him.
All right, finish the sentence for me. If the Heat don't win the East, who does?
Chicago.
Even without Derrick Rose.
I think Chicago could win. Well, he's coming back.
Yeah, we're going to see. We're there Monday night.
In a month.
Michael and I are there Monday night. Lakers
full
at Chicago
contact,
Monday
the whole
night.
thing. He's coming back 100%.
Here comes Nash.
Will he be Derrick Rose or Pete Rose when he gets back?
Here's Nash dribbling left, beats everybody and lays it in. Beautiful play by Steve Nash to cut the Miami lead to 2. 39-37 Heat. Here's Ray Allen. Throws it to Mario Chalmers. Chalmers guarded by Kobe after a switch. Kobe is, just like Bill was talking about, bird-dogging him out there, and now they call a foul on Kobe.
A silly foul by Kobe. Too physical on the ball. Now he puts the Heat on the line to get a 4-point lead again, breaks the little momentum the Lakers had.
Bill, we want to thank you for coming up here. It's great to see you. You're doing a great job on the ABC show.
You guys are doing a great job.
Tell Magic is not over. The Lakers will be back.
We'll let you go enjoy the game.
Guys.
Thank you for coming. That's Bill Simmons, the sports guy in the third chair. Brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports. Lakers trail by 2. Heat 39, Lakers 37. 2:50 to go second quarter on the ESPN LA Lakers radio network.